What if the choices you make today determine whether you're free or controlled by the end of 2025? Sounds intense, doesn't it? But stay with me. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal why 2025 may be our last shot at true freedom. This isn't fear-mongering, it's a wake-up call. Trust me, you'll want to hear this all the way to the end. Let's take a journey together. Picture yourself in a world where your every move is monitored, your financial choices are dictated, and opportunities are shrinking by the day. Feels like a nightmare, right? But we're closer to that reality than you might think. Remember when AI was just a cool concept in sci-fi movies? Now it's writing articles, composing music, diagnosing illnesses. Companies are deploying AI to handle customer service, legal documentation, even financial advising. Jobs that required a human touch are being automated. Think about Sarah, a software developer with 10 years of experience. She thought her job was future-proof until an AI started coding faster and more efficiently than her entire team. Overnight, her skills became obsolete. Then there's Mark, a delivery driver who loved the freedom of the open road, until one day, autonomous vehicles took over his route. He didn't lose his job because of performance. He lost it because technology advanced beyond him. These aren't isolated stories. They're becoming the norm. Now let's talk about what's happening on a larger scale. In some European countries, governments are considering policies that could lead to the confiscation of personal assets. Imagine working your whole life, saving diligently, only to have it taken away under new regulations aimed at economic stability. In the United States, the rise of socialist ideologies is gaining momentum. Policies that once seemed radical are entering mainstream discussions. Concepts like wealth caps and heavy taxation on personal earnings could limit your ability to accumulate wealth and achieve financial freedom. But perhaps one of the most significant shifts is the introduction of central bank digital currencies. Think Bitcoin, but controlled by governments. Sounds convenient, right? But here's the catch. With digital currencies, every transaction is traceable. Cash under the mattress? A relic of the past. Your financial privacy could vanish overnight. Consider this scenario. You go to buy a book that criticizes certain government policies. Your transaction is flagged and you're placed on a watch list. Or maybe you try to donate to a cause that's deemed unfavorable. Transaction declined. It's not just about money, it's about control. As we move toward cashless societies, the power dynamics shift dramatically. Banks and governments could impose negative interest rates, essentially charging you to keep money in your account. They could restrict how and where you spend your funds, all in the name of economic policy. Surveillance isn't just about cameras anymore. It's about data, your data. Every click, every like, every purchase builds a profile that's bought and sold without your consent. Social credit systems, like the one in China, rate citizens based on their behavior, affecting their ability to travel, get loans, or even assess certain services. Imagine being denied a train ticket because you criticized a policy online. Taxes are another piece of the puzzle. With mounting national debts, governments are looking for revenue wherever they can find it. New taxes on wealth, property, even everyday transactions could chip away at your financial foundation. Building wealth isn't just harder, it's being systematically discouraged. For freelancers and entrepreneurs, the challenges are mounting. Regulations are tightening, compliance is becoming a maze, and the freedom to run your own business is being chipped away. The very spirit of innovation and independence is under threat. And let's not forget the tech giants. Companies that started in garages now control the flow of information, communication, and commerce. Their algorithms decide what news you see, what products are advertised, and even who you connect with. Small voices get drowned out, and alternative viewpoints struggle to surface. Ever notice how you search for something once and suddenly it's everywhere? That's not a coincidence, that's data manipulation. Global initiatives aimed at combating climate change and enhancing security, while well-intentioned, can also lead to unintended consequences. Restrictions on travel, limitations on certain products, and regulations on personal behavior could infringe on personal freedoms. Remember when you could hop on a plane without a second thought? That freedom is already waning. Global initiatives aimed at combating climate change and enhancing security, while well-intentioned, can also lead to unintended consequences. Restrictions on travel, limitations on certain products, and regulations on personal behavior could infringe on personal freedoms. Remember when you could hop on a plane without a second thought? That freedom is already waning. Inflation is silently eroding the value of your savings. The cost of living rises, but wages don't keep pace. Your money buys less and less each year. In extreme cases, currencies become so unstable that they collapse, wiping out personal savings overnight. Access to unbiased information is becoming a challenge. Censorship, both overt and subtle, shapes the narratives we're exposed to. Educational resources might be filtered through specific agendas, limiting your ability to learn independently. Health surveillance is another frontier. Digital health passes, mandatory vaccinations, and health data tracking are becoming normalized. While public health is crucial, these measures can also infringe on personal autonomy and privacy. Feeling overwhelmed? I get it. It's a lot to take in, but here's the silver lining. Knowing is half the battle. So, what steps can you take? First, invest in yourself. Cultivate skills that AI can't easily replicate. Creativity, empathy, leadership, these are inherently human traits. Invest in continuous learning, not just formal education, but real-world skills. Second, consider decentralized financial options. Cryptocurrencies, precious metals, tangible assets, they can offer alternatives to traditional banking systems. But do your homework, understand the risks and the rewards. Third, guard your digital footprint. Use secure browsers, consider VPNs, and be mindful of what you share online. Your data is valuable. Treat it like the asset it is. Fourth, build community. Connect with like-minded individuals who value freedom and autonomy. There's strength in numbers, and collective action can drive change. Fifth, diversify your income and investments. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Multiple income streams can provide a safety net in uncertain times. Sixth, stay healthy, both physically and mentally. A strong body and mind are your best defense against external pressures. Seventh, get involved. Participate in local governance. Support causes that align with your values and make your voice heard. Change starts at the grassroots level. 10th, embrace adaptability. The world is changing rapidly, and the ability to pivot is crucial. Stay flexible in your plans and be ready to seize new opportunities as they arise. Remember John, a small business owner who saw the writing on the wall. Instead of resisting change, he adapted his business model, embraced new technologies, and diversified his offerings. Now, he's not just surviving, he's thriving in this new landscape. Or Lisa, who invested time in learning new skills, built a network of contacts, and created multiple income streams. When her industry faced layoffs, she had options and didn't miss a beat. You have more power than you realize, but the window to act is narrowing. 2025 isn't some arbitrary date. It's the culmination of trends that have been building for years. Technological advancements, policy changes, economic shifts, they're all converging. By taking action now, you can position yourself not just to survive, but to thrive. The key is to start today. Imagine looking back a few years from now, knowing you made the right choices when it mattered most. While others scramble, you'll be secure, free, and in control of your destiny. So, I ask you again, what will you do with this information? Will you let the tides of change sweep you along, or will you take the helm and steer your own course? The choice is yours, but time isn't on your side. Freedom isn't just a word, it's a way of life, and 2025 might be our last chance to claim it. The clock is ticking, and every second counts. Don't stop here. Watch my next video, crush your foes, focus is your worst enemy. And discover how mastering your focus can be the game changer you need right now.